Hey, hello again.
Hi, how are you?
Ajitha, you ready to jump further into the expression journey?
Yes, yes,
Excellent.
absolutely.
Second question is also relatively easy. So I'm going to ask you about examples. People like stories, yeah? So
Hmm.
they love to hear your story a little bit in terms of examples where you found yourself truly living this word expression, right? So can you give us some real life examples where you find yourselves truly in your flow in a way, right? In terms of living the expression word.
Wow, that is a question that I would have loved to answer. So thank you for asking it.
Yeah.
In my case, I would say that I'm in my best flow when I just follow my intuition. Because here's the thing, like I explained before, I do so many different things, and the very first question I get asked is, how do you manage to do so many different things? Like, where do you find the time? How do you discipline yourself, etc., etc.? And I just step back and I say, I don't discipline myself at all. I just flow based on what do I feel like doing right now. As an example, there are days when I have, teaching, that I'm teaching a class, and then in the evening I'm all tired, I come back home, and I suddenly feel like I just need to sing. I just want to record a song. It comes out of the blue. Or I
Yeah.
feel like maybe I should start painting on a canvas. Whatever it is that I feel from within, I honor that message. I don't fight it, I don't question it. I say, this is what I feel like doing right now, so I'm going to do it. So I can, when you ask for an example or a story, I would say that every time I've chosen to honor and heed that guidance
Yeah.
that comes from within, to say, you got to know, just get up and dance, or you got to just go get onto this app called Smule, which is the app that I use to sing because it has
Yeah.
karaoke tracks.
Yeah.
So when I'm on that app, when I'm playing a song, a background music to sing to, I'm in the flow because I know that the notes that I need to hit, the expression that I have to give to that song is just flowing through me. Why? Because I'm aligned at that
Yeah.
point.
That's
So
excellent. That is excellent because you're also, in a way, what I'm hearing there, at that point, all these examples show how your senses are all connected in a way, right?
yes,
So they're
yes.
all coming to fruition in making the person who you are at that point come out in the world as well. Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Great.
We end up wasting a lot of energy fighting what we feel from within because our rational mind says you got to be doing XYZ when you want to do ABC, and we waste so much energy in it. I've stopped fighting that fight. I'm like, I'm just aligned. I just want to go with what I feel like doing.
Yeah, let's fight the right battles, right?
Exactly.
Excellent. What do you have for me, questions
Okay,
wise?
so
Yeah.
the question I have for you is, what does the word synergy mean to you? I know you picked the word synergist
Yeah.
or synergizer for
Yeah.
yourself, but what does the root word really mean to you? And
Yeah.
maybe give me an idea or an example of the very first time you felt the presence of that word strongly in your life.
Right. No, it's a great point. So I'll start with examples. A lot of my career has been spent in the area of educating others, right? Working with folks on their capability and skills and so forth. And when I look closely at feedback that I get, there has been a consistent thread in many of those feedback examples. Al, we've been into so many sessions with so many different people. I've never seen anyone connecting the dots like you do, right? Uh, Al, the topic that you went through is so complex, yet you also made it very simple
Simple, yes.
to see and tie to what's really important to us and to our environment, etc. This to me is synergy because synergy has to do with a multitude of things. Has to do with connecting the dots. That's one thing, but also has to do with the relating, and that's why again, the relating element ties also to your passion around relatedness. Yeah, you talked
Mm-hmm.
about energy and flow. In this sense, it is also relating to their context, relating to what's important to them, to their environment, to their families, to their life, to their business, to their team, whatever the case might be. Yeah? So the examples, the time when I started being more aware of that came from that world, came from the world of education and training, etc.
Right.
However, the word, going back to your question about the meaning of it, so partly is alignment, partly is integration, partly is relating, partly
Mm-hmm.
is making sure there is enough of what I call minimization of friction, right? So if you
Mm.
think about it, we waste a lot of our energy in I don't want to call it fake, but it's really unnecessary boundaries and borders and organizational constructs, etc.
Yes.
When in fact we should focus everything we can or all our energy on breaking all that down. Yeah, because that's the time. I mean, think about it. When we were 2 years old, 3 years old, whatever it is in the early in our journey, or a couple of years ago, as I call it, is that there was no limitations, no inhibitions,
Yeah. Yeah.
no pre-set or prescribed ways of doing things, right? So
Yes.
synergy was pretty easy for us, right? We could easily, get two or three kids around us who we were playing a Meccano or playing a Lego or something, and we get different ideas in the mix, and then suddenly here we go. We are synchronizing nicely amongst the different thought processes and ways of working as well. So
Yes.
it's been huge, and also led me to today's passion around what I just said. The ways of working, the way of working is a very important topic because ultimately we want to have enough dynamic and flexibility to work that alignment in a way that best suits the setting, the context, and the individuals in the mix, and the processes and the organizations and the missions they're trying to serve as well.
Beautiful. Wow.
Yeah.
I could not have imagined this level of you know um, spectrum to which you have encompassed what synergy means to you. It's amazing, and it's actually mind blowing to a great extent. So thank you.
Well, the good news is we are making, we're providing our own views and definitions, and that's why others would
True.
be willing to listen to us. I mean, if we do Wikipedia or go Google around the word synergy, I'm sure we're going to get a very different view to some extent to that, but that's not the point either. So,
Yes. Yes. Totally agree with that.
excellent. It's good to see you again.
Thank you. See you soon.
Same here.